In the beginning, I always wanted to know why. On the whole, I have zero fucking problem killing a person. But it always makes it so much easier knowing why someone was paying you to do it. It's usually for revenge, and the first few were. But it gave me a sense of purpose, knowing that I was ridding the world of some sick pervert, con artist, murderer, or some general degenerate lowlife. But then I had a couple back to back, where the punishment didn't really fit the crime. Well, there was no crime. That was the problem. The first was some woman who wanted her husband taken care of so she could claim his life insurance. From what I could tell, he was a right piece of shit. But I felt that didn't really warrant me killing him. And then straight after that was an inheritance job. Some little old dear who seemed a perfectly nice lady, from what I could tell. She was sitting on an absolute fucking fortune, which the rest of her family were desperate to get their hands on. So they wanted her taken out of the picture. She was the only one I had any guilt over whatsoever. I nearly didn't go through with it. So after that, I never asked why. I went straight into the next job, assuming that everyone was a dirty, murdering, rapist scumbag. And I never gave it a second thought. You know, from all those years and all those hits, I never once knew any of those concerned. Until a few days ago, when my governor gave me the details of my next job. Now, I don't give my details out around here. It's far too dangerous. So my boss wasn't to know that he was asking me to kill my own son. Jack. He was one on his own, that lad. He was a right little shit growing up. I wanted to kill myself 1,000,000 times over. But on the whole, he grew up okay. He made something of himself. And I was proud of him. So I couldn't quite imagine why he'd done something so bad that someone wanted to take a hit out on him. So I broke my own rule, and I went to find out why. I got the details of the fella who'd taken the hit out of him from my governor, and we arranged to meet in the park for a dog walk and a chat. I took Sid, my Rottweiler, and this uppity fella, who was the guy I was supposed to meet, turned up with this faggy little dog he called Princess. I assumed it must have been his missus. We sat on the bench, and our dogs sniffed each other's bums. And he told me why he wanted my Jack taken care of. Of course, I didn't tell him Jack was my son. I was just hoping I might be able to talk him out of it. But as we sat there, and he told me what my Jack had done to his daughter, Abigail, tears streaming down his face, I just sat there and almost convinced myself that what I'd been doing all these years was some kind of public service, killing all these folks. But half of these folks hadn't done anything nearly as bad or repulsive as what Jack had done to this girl. And I just couldn't think of a reason to talk him out of it. I'd been ridding the world of scumbags and monsters for so long that I failed to realise I'd raised one myself. I just sat there, staring at this rat of a dog, Princess, who it turned out belonged to this guy's daughter, before she topped herself. This one's going to be really difficult, I sighed. What's the matter? You want more money, eh? No, mate. This one's going to be on me.